Tiny starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child I live in Wonderland. All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles used to hold me down.
Hi!
Now my feet
I am a
don't
little bit
even
late to the
reach
party,
the
but this is my video
Just
to
like
tell
a
you about
prisoner
my
when his sentence is
ReSEWlutions. I got tagged by the lovely Abbey Morris designs a couple of weeks ago, but I've only just had a chance to drop in this morning to record the video. So I'm here to tell you about my ReSEWlutions. The lovely ladies who have started this challenge are a girl named Boz and Cotton by Candy. If I'm honest, until this morning, I'd only just discovered those lovely channels, so I am on catch up on their videos, but it's a great tag that they've started, which is about what your sewing resolutions are for 2018. I do resolutions every year. I do resolutions and I do tend to stick to them as well. And I'll talk you through that in a little bit more detail as I tell you a bit about what happened for me in 2017. So the first thing that I am doing is being more organised. So somebody got me for Christmas this lovely planner and journal, and I'm using this purely for planning and journaling my sewing stuff. So hopefully I will stay on track a little bit more. Although to be fair, my problem is often the opposite, where I have a million things going on at once, and that was something that I said to myself at the start of January, that I wasn't going to do that and kind of try and work on one or two projects at a time, but I just don't think that's me. That just hasn't worked out that way so far. So far in January, bearing in mind what are we today, I think it's the 19th of January, I've done 4 dresses so far this year, so I definitely don't seem to be one who naturally works at a calm pace. So I will go through what the questions are for the tag and tell you what my answers are. So the first question is, what was your favourite make of 2017 and why? Now at the end of 2016, my resolution for 2017 was to be a bit braver and to not only focus on sewing dresses, because that's what I tended to do, is make loads and loads of dresses but not a lot else. So I really pushed my boundaries towards the latter end of the year. First of all was making a coat. So this was the first coat I ever made, the one I'm wearing now. This is the named clothing Yona coat. Let me just show you the lining inside. So yeah, I was really proud of making this, and something else I tend to do, and I don't quite know why, I tend to make everything twice. So if I've really enjoyed making a pattern, which is most of the time, straight away I'll make another version. So I did make a pink version of this coat too, so I will just drop a couple of pictures in on the video to show you. But that wasn't my proudest make of the year. That was my ginger jeans. So I did make ginger jeans, and I think it was October last year, and I never thought that I was at the skilled enough to be able to make a good fitting pair of jeans, but I absolutely love them. I did take the ginger jeans online sewing course, which was great, and for me was a great return on investment. You may have seen my other YouTube video that I filmed about that, but doing that has given me the confidence to give absolutely anything a go now. I think if you've made jeans, you've fitted them, you've made them fit well, although they aren't even that difficult, there's just loads of steps to it, but I just think it's given me the confidence to actually think, maybe I'm not at kind of beginner level anymore, I am more intermediate and maybe moving in more towards the advanced sewing skill levels. So that was definitely my proudest moment of 2017, was making jeans. The next question is, what did I attempt that I won't be doing again? and I've thought and thought and thought about this, and there's absolutely not a single thing that I made in 2017 that I thought, oh God, you know, really didn't like that. I definitely won't be making that again. I really loved everything that I made. And maybe that is because I tend to stick with the patterns that perhaps I know that I will love, rather than kind of making things that I think, oh, I'm not sure if I'm too keen on that. So yeah, if I'm being absolutely honest, there is nothing at all that I attempted last year that I wouldn't attempt again. The next question is, what are you going to continue doing? For me, that is continuing to push myself in 2018 and continue to try new things. There's a few things that I'm going to do differently in 2018. Number one being that I have never made a proper bra. I have made kind of bralettes, crop toppy type thing, so I'm used to sewing with elastic, but I've never made a proper bra with underwires and padding and stuff like that. So that is one of my makes for 2018, and I really struggle to get bras to fit because I'm quite tiny in that area. So yeah, I really do struggle to get bras to fit. So I think making one for myself will change my world. So I'm definitely going to go for that. Other things that I'm going to continue doing, pushing myself wise, is working with different fabrics. So I do tend to stick with the same types of fabrics that I know that I love. Cotton lawn is my favourite, so loads of my makes are from cotton lawn, but that can also be quite expensive. So to try and kind of cut down on some of the costs with my sewing this year, I'm going to try to work with some of the less expensive fabrics, and maybe a bit of thrifting as well. So getting stuff from charity shops and things like that and turning them into something wonderful. The next question is, what am I going to try? I think I've perhaps just answered that in the previous question. So bras is the big thing for me. Oh, actually, trousers is another thing. So I know I've made jeans, but I also want to make more trousers this year. I quite fancy some wide-legged trousers, which I really struggle to get from the high street because I'm only 5'3", so I just find they look like they're balloons on me when I get them from the high street. So yeah, I fancy making a pair of well-fitting wide-leg trousers. The next question is, where do I see my handmade wardrobe in the next year and in the next 5 years? So my wardrobe is, I would say, about 90% handmade now. The only things that weren't handmade previously were jeans and coats, and I've done that now in 2017. So I haven't bought any new clothing for perhaps 12 to 18 months now. I do still wear some ready-to-wear clothing, some of the stuff that I love, and combine that with some of my garments that I've made myself. So yes, in 2018, I want to see more block colours. So I tend to work a lot with patterned fabrics. I love floral prints. But this year I want to focus a little bit more on block colours and working with different fabrics, as I said earlier, so some silky, satiny type fabrics, but more of a soul colour rather than patterned. I will still sew some patterned stuff because I do love them, but yes, that's where I see my wardrobe in 2018, more block colour. In 5 years, real tough one that. I really don't know how to answer that. I'm not sure if you've watched my smiley video, which is all kind of about positive body image and how I haven't always had one in the past. So what I would say is, over the next 5 years, It's to make clothing that works with how my body shape may change over those years. I am 40 in a couple of weeks' time. So I do know as you reach different points in your life, your body shape may well change. So I don't want to stress out about that at all. Instead, what I will do is use my sewing to build a wardrobe that will complement whatever my body shape may be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and beyond. So that's it. That is my ReSEWlutions. The idea behind this is to tag other people to join in, but I am still getting my head around the whole YouTube thing and slowly building up the channels that I subscribe to. And most of the ones I've looked at so far, I've already done a video in line with this tag. So I'm going to leave it open, and what I am going to say is, if you're watching my video and you haven't been tagged and you want to share your resolutions, then tag yourself. However many people that may be is absolutely fine. Tag yourself. And also, for anybody who's watching this video who does have a sewing channel yourself, could you just leave me a link to your channel, or just tell me what the name of your channel is in the comments below, so I can be sure to hop over to your channel and connect with you that way. That's it then, that's me all done. I'm on a late shift at work today, so I'm going to get myself ready and head off there soon. You take care whatever you're doing and have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child, I live in wonderland. All my dreams are coming true. Heavy shackles used to hold me down. Now my feet don't even reach the ground. Just like a